Shout out to Courtney. Courtney's at work. We miss her. But we want to talk about college, the pros, the cons, particularly looking at student loan debt and looking at the actual job market.
You wasted 5 years of
So,
your life.
the pros that I can come up with is that I met a lot of my good friends while I was in college. I got a lot of volunteer experience. I was a part of a lot of great student-led organizations, really learned more about social justice, inclusion, and equity work. And I guess I honed my research and critical thinking skills. But other than that, I don't really see many pros. Now the cons, ooh, let me tell you. First of all, you're going to be stressed out, constantly stressed out, because 9 times out of 10, you're a full-time student. You're working probably multiple part-time minimum wage jobs to make ends meet while still trying to maintain a decent grade point average. That really doesn't matter when you graduate, but you'll find that out later on. And then heck, doesn't really matter in college, because depending on your university and their donor system, you're not going to get scholarships because you have a good GPA. Oh yeah, student loan debt. Oh my God. This alone is like the biggest con. The biggest con. I currently owe a little over $45,000. $45,000, and we don't even have jobs that make $45,000 a year. And even if we did, it wouldn't matter because you owe $45,000. So you need to be making 6 figures off back to even pay off your student loans and pay bills and actually live. But I'm gonna let Gina talk.
When Gina says you're gonna be stressed out, yeah, okay, let's talk about being depressed. All right. Your eating habits are gonna go out the window. Well, actually down the tubes. You're not gonna get any sleep. Like, this is just, it's detrimental to your physical, emotional, and mental health. Let's be honest. I personally had to drop out for a semester because it became too much. I was just always comparing myself to other people and like, what am I doing? I need to be doing more. When I was already secretary of like 3 student organizations, I was already working a part-time job on campus and was taking a full course load, not to mention personal matters going on at home with my grandpa passing and whatnot. But so I had to take a break because it just all became too much. And so it's a real challenge, and you have to just, I don't know, learn how to balance things that you never really thought you would have to do, and while trying to maintain a good
And
GPA.
it's like, one of my big, like, I guess advice pieces I would say is research the job market and then pick your major. Because this whole, do whatever you want, it's what you want, it's your life, that's a bunch of malarkey. That will lead you into being in debt with a degree that doesn't have any value in the actual job market. So I would be researching the job market, seeing what the trends are, who's making the most money, who's actually satisfied with their job and career. You know, do they have full-time coverage, benefits, healthcare, pensions, 401ks, like, looking at the cost of living. All of that needs to be taken into consideration, in my opinion, when you're picking a degree or a field of study.
You know, that needs to be like offered through like our career center or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they don't teach you like the skills for finding a job, anything like that. It's just you know, pass your classes,
Mm-hmm.
get your degree, and then you'll magically receive this awesome job when you graduate. That's not how
It's not guaranteed.
That's not how it goes. And yeah, like Gia was saying, usually people just tell you, you know, go with what you're good at, go with what you love. Well, what you're good at and what you love, it may not make you money. So.
No. And that's the thing, like, I hate to be like one of those like dream killers, but I would rather have a job that pays well. It might not be something I love, but guess what? I'm not in the poorhouse. I'm not living in poverty. I'm not in massive student loan debt. And you could do what you like as a hobby, okay? And then eventually that hobby could turn into a full-time career, but you need to be able to make ends meet, you know? And I feel like some of these, the stuff that we hear about do what you love, do what you want, is not necessarily going to help you. Because a lot of us went to school for things that we love, but look at us. We're sitting in a freaking car outside of a movie theater complaining about how we're in debt. So, I mean, come on. How did that work out?
It's all STEM, you guys. Do STEM. These liberal arts degrees.
We should be able to sue the colleges and universities, because my thing is, you're offering fields of study that have no real turn. They know these things. And to me, that is a scam. You cannot tell people, oh, you're going to make $1 million more in your lifetime. Well, I mean, if you've been working for 30 years, you should have made $1 million in 30 years. It's not like you're going to get $1 million in a lump sum. That's spread out through 30 years, which when you break it down, that's not a lot of money. If it's spread out in 30 years and then on top of that, it doesn't matter. You're already in debt. So like the minute you graduate, you're already in the hole. Be sure you guys subscribe to Ask a Millennial. Hit us up on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Email us. Ask a Millennial.